We're here to raise money for higher education. So business sector, business community, MEC for social development, we're raising money for social workers who will work in your department. MEC for health, we're raising money for medical doctors to work in your department. MEC for public works, roads and infrastructure, we want to train engineers to come and work for you. Municipalities, we want to train engineers, we want to train accountants. We're tired as a province to be outsourcing even for an annual financial statement to be prepared. We want to prepare them in-house, and we want to be the first province to have all its municipalities having all its financial annual financial statement prepared by its own staff. So we are going to produce those accountants. So that is why I'm saying the beneficiary, it's all the colleagues of the MEC for education. Our mayors, I've seen the executive mayor of Waterberg district and the mayor, I must mention, because this is my district, the mayor of Mogalakwena, the mayor of the host town, which is the mayor who has already welcomed us. I've heard voices of members of legislature, especially the chairpersons of committees and the leader board. Thank you very much, because you have been organizing this event, and I know you are doing it for the province, not necessarily for leader itself. We want to appreciate your presence, and also leader subsidiaries, the chairpersons who are here, the leader chair and the deputy chair. I've seen them, they are here, and the secretary of legislature, I'm also told you are here, and all of you who are here. Maybe perhaps without boring you with the speeches, I know there's a long speech that has been written, it will definitely be boring, but just to take you back to 2006 during the leadership of Advocate Mwakura Matlodi as a premier of this province. There were men and women at that time who felt in support of the work that the government does. Let's find a way on how we can assist the province to produce the skills that can be relevant towards both service delivery and respond to the economy of the province. And I must indicate that since that 2006, 342 beneficiaries have been identified, and just like we had one of them here. And I want to appreciate the work that has been done by my predecessors. But I'm also worried that, you know, there are those who have been, like I'm saying, it's more than 342 that have been that are beneficiaries. They don't want to come and talk about how they became successful the way they are. I know for a fact there are many doctors that were produced by this bursary. If it was not the Premier's bursary, people will not be doctors driving those Range Rovers. And it's not correct. It is always good to come and testify about the good work that the bursary has done. We're not going to ask you to pay back the bursary, but we are going to give confidence to our sponsors, who will now see that yes, indeed, the money that we are giving tonight, it's for a good cause. So don't be surprised when one day you will receive a call from the Premier to say you are a beneficiary of this bursary. Tomorrow I'm going to meet with business people. I want you to accompany me to go and give a testimony. If you refuse, there's nothing that I can do. I will not force you, but I can guarantee you, you'll be surprised that you are working, but nothing to show that you are working. Because God has got his own way of blessing his people. Be embarrassed by us. When we have made you who you are, you will see. Utlono makala gore kgwedi fela a utse bore tšhelete e feleletse kae o ntse gola e ntšhi ya phala ya ba bangwe wa nana gore mara premier wa rena maybe ke moloi kganti a ke moloi ke pelo ya gago e ba le pelo e tšhweu. You know, if we can be able to talk good about this bursary, I know a lot of business people will be able to contribute. To the business community, I want to appreciate what you have done today. Having to come here hoping to raise 900,000 at first, and then the target was moved to 2 million. Now we have surpassed to 243, and I don't think, not because I'm not a teacher, mathematics is not my strong point. I don't like numbers that are not like 50 or 100. So it means you can't tell me to go and report 240. You know, it's easy to report that it's 300,000 or it's 250. But to say 242, I will make a mistake. So I don't think when I sit down, I'm hoping that we are going to have those that will make sure that their premier is able to count that number. Ke kgona bala bo di 300,000. So if you are saying we've got 2.3 million, it's easy to, but no, o lo ngwala byang 2 o tla kry ke ngwetse 2 le di 0.6 ka ngwala 1 ka ngwala 40 ka ngwala 1 ka ngwala 40 ya 40 ka ngwala 3 mara ale ka re ke 2.3 million, it's easy ke tlo kgona o ibala. So ndikhoto humbela na mikombela, let's make sure we round off and get the figure that the premier can read and count with ease. Do it for your own premier. So otherwise we are going we are not here to for speeches, as I've already indicated, but I must in closing also remind you that this morning we committed ourselves that we are going to push hard to make sure that one day we get to our 90% pass rate target. Remember, the more we push hard for our learners to get quality results. You have heard when we talk about investment on mathematics, on agriculture, on STEM subjects. The challenge here is that when they pass with that 80%, what next? As I'm speaking now, I'm inundated with letters from teachers who taught, who did what, I mean, their letters are a plea on behalf of their learners to say, Premier, you came with the MEC and addressed us as principal and motivated us to give you 80%. We gave you 85%. Now this learner of mine with 7 distinction has been admitted at VETS before NEPSAS even pay, which NEPSAS has its own problems, its own challenges. We must pay registration fee. And that's what teachers and principal are genuine asking. And the premier does not have a budget. You will hear MEC Mawai next week when he present. He will not talk about the budget that the premier has towards bursaries. The provincial departments also, because of the challenges that we are facing, we are more focused on service delivery. Therefore, we are coming to you to say, while we are pushing our learners to get distinctions, let's funding not deter them from getting to that institution of higher learning. So hence we are asking you, we are making a clarion call to all of you who are here to please put something into this bursary fund. If you remember last year, I told you when I was during our inaugural address that this particular province, it's more than 80% rural. And I said to you, when we grew up, we knew that it takes a village to raise a child. However, I've changed it. I'm saying it takes a child to raise that village which made you who you are, that village with dusty streets, that clinic which was a 4-room. It was the one that was able to vaccinate you and you escape from dying from polio, from chicken pox, from measles and all those diseases. With that 4-room clinic, that a particular school where you use the bush as the ablution facility did made you to be a CEO and to be who you are today. So it is your time to make sure that you make that village which once made you. So we said also today when we conclude that Limpopo's transformation, it's not for Premier and her 10 MECs. Limpopo's transformation, it's for all of us. It's for you, private sector. You have a much bigger role to play in transforming this province. This is your home. This is your province. You don't have any other home. You can try to go to Gauteng. It's not your home. Your home is Limpopo. Therefore, let's start now by building the strong future, by making sure that we produce those skills that are required ourselves. This thing of saying we'll beg others, we're not going to beg anyone. You know, when you are a beggar, you know what's now happening with South African government versus Trump, because we've become a nation of begging when actually we are rich in terms of resources that they don't even have. So I'm making that clarion call that it's time for us to do things for ourselves. No one is going to come from somewhere and do things for ourselves. We have what it requires. We've got the brains that we've been given by the Almighty. We also have got natural resources. We've got natural endowments. We can go on and on and on. So it is up to us to use what we have. I want to give my special appreciation to the lady of the house, Mme Julia Mutlala, sitting next to me there, because I know Ntate Mutlala will not have easily signed the check if Mme Julia did not say, Mara, my favorite Emmy Premier deserve 500,000. So I want to appreciate you and the entire Mutlala family and all of you who have been able to commit. And I've seen Chipape, because I was doubting him, saying, my picture, whether it will be paid. I'm told he has paid, and he has sent me the proof of payment, the 150,000. He has shown me that he's a man of his word. Thank you very much, Victor. But I'm saying, I must go and sit down without anyone saying something. It's not going to be easy. I want that figure. I told you. You see, the leadership of the ANC and counting numbers. 2 million, whatever. It's gonna be tough. I want you to simplify it for me. Yeah, there it is. You see, I told you. Yeah. You see, the gap to 2.3 million is there.
Yes.
Thank.
SOPA has already placed 100,000.
Yeah.
We will place the difference to get it up to 2.3.
Mara, it's 2.3. Thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. It's 2.3. If we can just make it a half. I said to you, it's always nice when it's a 0.5 or full. So if it's a 2.5 million, you get my point. It's easy to count and say, hi, I'm here to report to SOPA that in our bursary we raise 2.5 million. Oh, let's get somebody saying, let's rescue our premier. We just need 2.5 million. I'll sit down. Just 2.5 million. We are at 2.3. Yes. You see, they are gentlemen. This gender, I like it so much. Ra leboga. Yeah. Ke last born. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah. Arekwe. You see? You see now? Yes, the mutalas, emelang, le babatele maso. How? Yes.
It's $1 million to get.
So we are now at 2.8 million. Who not talk about 3 million fast. Oh, wale ka sepalelo batho. Oh, well, we just need 200,000. Le palo ke 200,000. Ke manga e mistake ya bona. It's for a good cause. Remember, very blessed is the hand that given than the one that takes. I want to remind you, when I was doing psychiatry, the professor told me that you know why people have got depression? It's because we don't want to give. How, professor? And when you give, your dopamine goes high, your serotonin goes high, your mood. You know, you don't even need antidepressant. I understand when the business doesn't do well, you get depressed. So give, you will see the mood will go high. 200. 200. Hey. Even if you don't give 200, whatever you're going to give, it's towards 200. Yes. Thank you. Yeah.
This table will add another 100,000.
You see? That table is moving, progressive. Can we get the last table then? Then I sit down. There it is. Hoi.
MC Legacy Media has already donated 50,000, will add 100,000.
Thank you very much. Now you see, I will be able to count it. 3 million. High complicated. High nadi comma. High nadi, but 3 million. Straightforward. So thank you very much. Let's enjoy our dinner. But this does not stop. We are going to invite you. We will be having our golf day one day. On Saturday, we are having a golf day at Marula Festival in Bapalaburwa. We will again, once more, somewhere around June, call you for golf, so that we can raise as much as we can, so that there's no student in Limpopo who will be at a university and be kicked out because they are unable to pay. As I've said, it's for the good cause. Don't feel guilty, just feel good. And I can tell you, you're going to sleep well tonight, that you have done something good for your own people. Nobody will come from anywhere to do what we are doing tonight. It must be ourselves who are going to build this province. This province requires skills, and we are going to develop those skills ourselves on our own. So thank you very much, MEC and the entire team. I hope we are going to dance and we are going to have all the fun. So let's not forget to come and join Marula Festival. We are still going to have a lot of fun. You will see me dancing for you because you have paid that 3 million. Ndolibuwa, like